Hey guys, welcome back to the Wood and Metal Workshop. I'm Kent. Today we're getting going on a project. I'm sorry I lost the original footage of the opening for this video, so we're going to do it again. We got a bucket here. In the bucket is rust remover. In the rust remover is a little vise that my son-in-law found buried in the dirt on a work site. So this video has been a long time in the making. I stuck this in there like 6 or 7 months ago. Been really busy with other stuff, work and other stuff going in the shop, more important projects. So yeah, so this has been sitting. So let's take a look and see what we got. See if there's anything left. Ooh. Kind of nasty looking. But the rust seems to be gone. Yeah, still frozen up. So let me put this away, run over to the sink, rinse this off. Good Lord. Yeah, I'm thinking it's a little too far gone, but we'll see. I can still see some threads a little bit. Got a bunch of loose rust on here. Let's see if we can break the rest of this rust off. And by the way, it's a Crown number 0, patented 11 of 16. So let's take a look here. We'll just give it a few tappy tap taps. Yeah, seems to be quite well frozen up. The handle's a little bent. Let's see if we can straighten that and get that moving first. Itty bitty little brass hammer. Hey, got it moving. That's always a good sign. Get one part moving, you can usually get other parts moving. Let's see if we can take a wire wheel and get the threads cleaned up here a little bit. Definitely not going to come apart like that. Well, I think it's savable. The inside threads look good. We've got a pin that holds this threaded section in, and we have some threads that are in good enough shape that we can actually measure them to cut a new screw. We'll let this cool down, figure out what that thread pitch is and the size, and go ahead and get that pin out and finish getting it cleaned up. I think it's savable. Alright guys, it's cooled off enough to touch. This part's almost completely cool. The screw's still a bit warm, but we can go ahead and get it measured. I'm measuring 550 across the diameter here. 545, 544. Yeah, it kind of depends on where you go. 550, 539. So, not a standard size. And seems to be a standard thread with a 12 pitch. It fits really nice and tight in there. So, gonna need to order some material to make the new screw out of. In the meantime, we can go ahead and see if we can get the pin out here and get the rest of the screw out. Then we'll get everything cleaned up while we're waiting for the materials to come in and turn ourselves a new screw. Yeah, I think this is going to clean up nicely. It'll be a little rough, but like I said, the patent date on it is 11 of 16. So, not new by any stretch of the imagination. Let's see if we can break some more of these bigger chunks off. Now that I've got it broken down, after we get this out, I think I'm going to throw it back in the rust remover. Then we'll take it to the blast cabinet, get it blasted, get the screw made, and then go from there. Okay, well, pin's out. Now I just got to get this out of there. See, we'll rotate. Yeah, I thought I was getting a little too lucky. There we go. Now we can see what size material to order. 560. Have to order something close to that. Alright guys, this is going back in the Evaporust, or the generic Evaporust, and we got some parts ordered. Alright guys, we got our materials for making the new screw. This is stress proof. Little hint for you. So I got online and I looked it up. This came from Amazon, and look at 9/16 inch diameter, stress proof, which is what's was recommended to me to make this screw from. I'm not really into machining metal, so did some research, and that's what was recommended for making this screw. Anyhow, so on Amazon, a 1 foot piece was a little over $5, but it was $10.99 shipping. A 6 foot piece was about $23 plus $10.99 shipping. So watch your shipping. It made more sense for me to order a 6 foot piece, have leftovers for other jobs, and only pay that $10.99 once. Otherwise, if I needed more of this, I'd have to pay the $10.99 shipping again. Another little tip, take some tape and mark your material. The clean section, put the tape on there, and I can just write if you know, you can write, in this case, stress proof. I don't remember. It's 1144. So in this case, my materials came with the sheet that tells us everything about it. There's actually 2 sheets that tell us everything about what we bought, including signed off certificate of test. So if you've got, in this case, really don't need that, but might need it for a future job for somebody. So nice to have that paperwork. I'd throw that in the file cabinet, and every couple of years I go through and get rid of the extra. All right, guys, here we go. I think I got everything set up. I'm just going to put this in here, like so. My live center always gets stuck. .427. I wandered off a little bit, but this is not something that we have to be overly concerned about. I'm just going to go ahead and put a line there. I have no way of testing this. I don't have a nut that size other than the part itself. So let's, and that's still in the evaporust. So, alright guys, let's give this a try. Okay, getting a little tight. I think we'll just take another 5 and then run the file over it. Yeah, still a little tight. Let's take a look at the threads here. Threads are pretty good. Let's take another 5. I think the threads might be a little damaged in the part. Right at the end, right here. The threads are a little damaged. We'll see if I have a tap for this. Otherwise, we'll have to make one. Alright guys, I dug through my stash and found a 9/16 12. Go ahead and clamp this down to the table again. So there's the old, there's the new. I have to drill this hole, put a rivet in it, and she should be good to go. It's a little bit longer. I can cut this off, or I can just leave it long. I think I'm going to leave it long. It's not going to hurt anything. Alright, gentlemen, ladies, children, pets. Imagine there might even be a goldfish watching. Anyhow, we got to drill a hole in this. So, found the right size transfer punch. Got that fully seated in there. Just going to give her a little tappy tap tap. And then carefully flip it over. Yeah, I think it moved. Alright guys, took a quick trip over to the blast cabinet and blasted off the parts. And dug through and found what will work for a pin here. I think I'm going to leave the handle bent. And of course there's just a ton of pitting on here, and I kind of like that. It shows its age. But with the new screw and the new jaws, this thing will work just like new. Well, kind of. So now we got to make up the jaws. So one fits here and it's pinned in 2 spots. See if I can get a little more of that rust off of there. Alright, let's take a look, see what we got. And we need to make a jaw to go here and a jaw to go on the end of there. Let me check through the stockpile and we'll be back. Hey guys, let me know if you don't like seeing these parts. The figuring out what we're making part. Just put it down in the comments. So, our width between the guides is 1.2. I'll write that down. And it's a little beat up. I think we could probably just go with the narrowest part here. Well, let's check on the widest part. See what it actually is. Yeah, that's 0.312. And over here on the narrow part, it's 0.217. So I think we will clean that up a little bit where it's been damaged. So we're going to have a part. We'll draw the end first. And this is going to be 0.250. Our height here is at the tallest part. 0.658. This is going to be 0.660. And that'll slide over this part right here. Now on our other face, just do steps. And this isn't going to be hardened or anything. This is just mild steel. The reason behind that is this is probably never actually going to get used. It's going to be a shelf piece. So we're going to clean it up, make it look nice, preserve some of the patina, and it'll sit on a shelf. May give it as a gift, that kind of thing. So we know that this is from here to here. It's 1.2. So we're going to make that 1 inch exactly. And our stock, we're going to make it out as 1.33. 1.33. Depth on our center here. The lowest point is 0.447. So we'll make this total depth here 0.5. So there's what we need to do to make it. So the rest of it, we're just going to figure out as we go. So we need a piece that's 1 inch long. Close enough. Okay, so when we get time, after we get it milled, we'll cut that out. So, and then on this face, how thick are we? .738 divided by 3. Calculator. 0.738. Alright guys, so off camera I went ahead and got the mill set up to do this. So we're just going to come down. I'm going to touch off right there. Yeah, okay. It's where I thought it was. Get this thing fired up and get some chips flying. There's our slot cut. Off camera, I went ahead and V'd out this section with the bandsaw. Patent January 1116, number 0, crown. So that's, I think, where we're going to leave it. Like I said before, it's going to be a shelf queen. We'll stick it up on the shelf, or we'll give it to somebody as a gift. I don't have any good friends that are plumbers right now, so wouldn't be a good, that wouldn't be, I don't have a baby right off hand to give it to. Maybe I will give it back to my son-in-law, because he's the one who found it. So, but not right now, because they're in the middle of a remodel on their house, and yeah, you know what remodeling's like if you've ever lived through it. Anyhow, there we go, guys. So there we go, guys. It's actually usable again if you want to, but I don't think we want to. All right, catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching.